I've always admired the guys in my school, especially how they move about and freely talk. Well, I'm different, but at least there's just one person who understands me. That's Tom. I'm Kofi from Ghana. Studying here in the States has been no easy. Right from my early years in class, talking or reading has been my headache. You want to know why? I stammer. I have a stutter and that's my anxiety. I love hot dogs at break time, but I can never go to the bus restaurant all by myself. My best friend Tom takes me there, because it can take almost a minute to tell the waiter what I want, and then I feel like a nerd. Walking with Tom relaxes my nerves a bit and makes me feel secure. Severally in class I attempted to read, but I only ended up feeling embarrassed and worse of myself. My day turns upside down. I sometimes refuse to come to school, but my mom and dad were concerned. They brought me to school themselves and spoke to my class teacher at length. I stood by listening. Other times, when I couldn't bear the mockery of my classmates, I run off class, ignoring the pleas of my teachers. Finally, my parents resolved to find help for me. Mom came home excited one evening with news about a therapy place called Honor Barbara Center for Speech that offers help to people like me who stammer or have a stutter. I was excited, and so was Dad. Soon Dad booked an appointment for me to go and meet the speech-language therapist of the Honor Barbara Center for Speech. It was Saturday morning, and we were finally there at the center. It was an organized facility with welcoming practitioners. We sat at the reception, waiting for my turn. Mom and Dad encouraged me that the session was going to be smooth and quick, but for me, I was extremely thankful that there's a place where this plight I suffer was understood and could be helped. I was soon before my speech therapist. She was very friendly and seemed to understand my condition. She assured me that she was there for me. Right there, she showed me some speech mechanisms to use so I could easily speak with her. She allowed me the speaking time when it was my turn to talk. My initial speech evaluation was successful. A case file was opened for me, and Dad soon finalized the processes for my speech therapy. Under the SpeechLink 6-week program of the Honor Barbara Center for Speech, I left the center convinced about my newly found friends. Oh, family! I begun my first session just the next Saturday because my parents were concerned about my well-being and desired that I do better in class and in my social life. My therapy was hybrid with a session online and my Saturday morning session being in person. My speech therapist was always welcoming and knew what next to do through therapy. I was never bored. Soon, I was eager to read in class after my first 2 weeks. Also, my therapist worked hand in hand with my parents, so they helped me practice at home. All the basic rudiments and speech techniques taught me. My classmates listened in awe as I read, but could not ask me how I was excelling in my speech delivery except my best friend Tom, who knew my little secret. I could answer and ask questions in class now. My parents also informed my teachers to help me by giving me speaking roles. I begun reading important documents during parents-teachers meetings and important gatherings. I couldn't believe how much I was excelling in class and in my social life. All through therapy, I had quality time with my new family and a fruitful program. The lead facilitator and her assistants were all skillful at their work and, individually, they identified ways to help me bring out the best in me. I kept going for my speech therapy sessions till I completed. However, my progress at home and school were still monitored, even after my speech therapy program. I became a proud member of the Global Volunteers of the Center and visited at least once in a month. More stage and crowd activities were assigned me by both the center and my school, and that was how I finally overcame stage fright. My presentation skills improved, and I gained mastery in public speaking, and became a beacon of hope to others with a stutter. I stand here proud of my parents, the Honor Barbara Center for Speech, and of myself, for believing in me and bringing me to this feat. Get to the Honor Barbara Center for Speech for all your speech-related conditions, particularly disfluency, which is stammering or stuttering, not sidelining individuals with communication, language, and behavioral needs. It's never too late. With Honor Barbara, speaking is life, speech is ultimate.